Hello everyone, welcome back to the another session in Principles of Programming Languages. So today we'll be going to learn about a new concept of third unit, which is parameter passing methods implementation. So the reason to have this design issues in each and every video of third unit is we'll be going to talk in detail about all these design issues. So that is the reason you will find this design issues slide in each topic of third unit. As far as this video is considered, we'll be going to talk about parameter passing methods implementation. In the last video, we covered about what are parameter passing methods and how the function calling procedure will happen naturally. So what is actual parameter, what is formal parameter, which type of category, how it performs in the languages, that part we were covered in the last video. This video is, we'll be going to talk about language wise. Which programming language will support what kind of parameter passing methods? And truly speaking, when we are talking about a parameter which is supplied or which is passed as a parameter to the function, will we check that parameter data type? If all the programming languages will have type checking parameter, or else is the language itself it is having any kind of other procedure to check the parameter type check. That part we'll cover here. So the 2 points we'll cover, the one is about parameter passing methods implementation. The second is about, we'll be going to check the type, data type of the parameter. Those two things we'll cover as part of this video. Now let's get started. So we do discussed about 5 different kind of parameter passing methods in the last video, which are pass by value, pass by result, pass by value result, pass by reference and pass by name. Now basically we know about C programming language, and C is the not first programming language which adopted parameter passing methods into it. C copied this feature from ALGOL 68. So basically ALGOL 68 will use parameter passing methods. So we adopted. If you see about genealogy of programming languages, it's all about the first unit we were discussed. There you can find the features of ALGOL 68 were driven into C programming languages. And this feature also copied from ALGOL to C. That's what C is having parameter passing techniques into it as a natural characteristic. So basically C uses 2 kind of parameter passing methods. The one is what? Pass by value, and the other one is pass by reference. If you ask me to talk about this parameter passing methods in the view of semantic models, pass by value is what? In mode. Pass by result, pass by value is what? In mode. Pass by result is what? Out mode. Pass by value result is what? In out mode. Pass by reference is out mode. Pass by name as in mode. These are what different semantic models, and now C uses pass by value. When I say it is pass by value, you please understand the semantic model of in mode. The reason to know about semantic model is how the values of formal parameters will get copied from actual parameter. When I say pass by value, copy of actual parameters to formal parameters. Pass by value result, copy of resultant of a function values will get copied to formal parameters. Now C copied this use of the pass by value method from ALGOL 68. And C++ includes, we were discussed about reference type of data. That's what second unit, the last topic of data types, pointer and reference types, right? Now C++ uses reference types and will use a reference of a parameter in turn to call the function. That means we'll use parameter passing method which is pass by reference. Now we'll use pass by reference, and C and C++ and Java parameters are passed by value. And also you can see the other programming language which is set of C based languages. So generally C based languages are C, C++ and C#. So C uses parameter passing method which are pass by value, pass by reference. C++ uses pass by reference and C# uses pass by value, pass by reference. Now the difference in between these three are what? In C++, we will use pass by reference function calling procedure, and there we will see with the syntax also. Now let us move to C# syntax. Now look at this C# syntax. Here in the syntax you will find a keyword which is ref as a keyword. It says that we are passing the reference of a parameter, and we do not see these kind of things in C. C will not use this kind of any identifier, and C++ also does not use any kind of this. C pass by values are what? Let us say sum is a function, we will use 5, 6. Now this actual parameters will get copied into formal parameters where we define the function name, right? Now when you see about call by reference in C++, now the reference is what? Pass by reference will pass. Now that is what? Address of A, address of B. The reference of these variables will get copied into A, B. And it is very common in the functions that we never see about the variable name, right? There are 4 things what we generally look after, the compilers will look after, which are function name, number of parameters, data type of the parameter, and return type of the parameter. In the list of these 4, I did not mention about the name of the parameter. Name can be of anything. So that's what we were divided the names into 2 categories, actual parameters and formal parameters. So the reference of this will get copied into A. When I say about C#, C# will not use something like this what I have used the way in C and C++. That will use reference keyword if I am passing the reference variable. If I wanted to pass only the value of a variable, then I will use only the data type. That is it. Now the mean of this 2 lines of code from C# will ensure you that a parameter can be belongs to one mode, the other parameter can be belongs to the other mode. As far as this parameter is considered, this is supports pass by reference and which is out mode. And this concern, it is of in mode because it is passed by value. And the next is about, let us see about the other programming languages which support parameter passing methods. And those parameter passing methods are what? Now let us see the other set of programming languages. Ada and Fortran 95, which are contemporary programming languages which support all 5 categories of parameter passing method. So all pass by value, reference, value result, name, all these 5 whatever we were discussed in the last video and this video, all these 5 categories will get supported in Ada and Fortran 95. And you can say this point without doubt, there are 2 programming languages which will support all 5 categories. Now, so let us see about the other programming set of languages. The set of languages are what? PHP and Perl. PHP parameter passing methods are copied from C#. And Perl is a different languages we were seeing from the second unit. Perl is what? When you wanted to start with a variable or with an array with a something token, we used to write a special symbol. So as far as Perl function calling procedures are considered, so all actual parameters are implicitly placed in a predefined array, and array will start with @ The subprogram retrieves the actual parameter values or else addresses from this array. So this is about function calling procedure in C based languages and other programming languages. So finally, what are the languages which are supports parameter passing method? C based languages, C, C++ and C#, and Java, and Fortran 95 and Ada, and PHP and Perl. These are the set of languages which support parameter passing methods. Now, so here we have to discuss about the other point, which is when I pass a parameter, is it true that the language will check the data type of each parameter? So that is very important, because when you are not checking the data type of concern function parameters, then definitely compiler may not call the appropriate function. Let's say with an example, now I have two functions. A function is with the name of sub. Now I wrote here, it returns some integer value, and I also have the other function name with the name of same sub, and it returns a float value. If we are not checking about the data types of, if you are not checking the data type of parameters, then function call will not appropriately called by the compilers. So type checking parameter is very important, and here may it is true few languages will not do it. The reason why languages will not support for type checking is what? May it will have a inbuilt type checking parameter, or may it have some correction where if I give some integer data type itself, it can even take into the other data type. Yes, the language's implementation rules were there where you can see these kind of things. Now let's see in detail how type checking parameters will get handled. So let us take some example call here. So I am taking the example of some variable, and sub1 is what? My function name, 1 is the parameter. So here 1 is maybe the parameter, but it is not the parameter which is assigned a value to the variable. It is what? Integer constant. So we say when integer constants or act as a parameter, these parameters are what? Actual parameter. So no matter whether it is integer or float, whatever it is, we will be going to give the value back of 1 itself, right? So now there are other programming languages where in other programming languages we'll see these kind of things, especially in C based languages. That is what in the previous syntax, if the data type of integer constant is integer or it is float, according to the language implementation rules, typecasting or correction will be there to adopt the compatible data type into the language. As far as C based languages are considered, here there are three kinds of notations over here. The one is what? Intention, I wanted to call the function. So when I wanted to call the function, I have to use a parameter as we were come across with a lot of study, correct? Now sign is a function name, count is the parameter. If I do not declare the data type of this count when I am calling it, then we will be having, maybe it is legal. It will not give any kind of error. It is legal data type. It is legal assignment that calling a function and assigning the value to the function, it is as true it is. But the problem is what? When you are doing this thing, it may produce errors. The reason why compiler will throw error back is we do not declare a data type of it, and that is the very reason we were taking these two top. Now these two will tell you about double as a value, or else value is belongs to double data type, count is belongs to integer. Now we were done the first job that we declared this value data type and this value data type, but it is not compatible. Value is belongs to double, count is belongs to integer. As these two are mixed data type, so it is legal, but it will not give you result. You will be thrown with an error to check about the data types, and this is what required in the languages. If you don't have this thing, then we cannot measure the value of double into integer. Quite natural, right? Now we do have other kind of things in the functions which is called as prototype. As before you are going to pass any parameter to the function, we will write the data type of it. Now let's say about this syntax, double sign double x. X is the parameter where I have mentioned the prototype of it, data type of this x. Now it will not throw any kind of error. Now I can easily write this function calling procedure. We have two options. The first option is, for sure you have to declare a data type before you use. And the second is make sure that the data type resultant, that is what return type and data type or compatible data type. If you are not declaring before of it, let's declare in the parameter set or else parameter profile. You have to declare the prototype of a variable. So this is about type checking parameters and parameter passing methods implementation. Thank you all.